Eileo guys, and welcome back. In today's little video we have the dev notes for February 2022, so without further ado, let's go ahead and check them out. So if you checked them out already, you already know what's up, but you know your boy got to come in here and give his opinion on it. Why? Because it's an opinion and we all have something that opinions are, which I won't talk about. But moving forward here for the February update, we have the dimensional defense. So the legendary mythological monster Apophis, aka basically like a roided up Jormungandr, is going to be the Dimension Defense giant bossmon for in the new clan PvE content. So I'm assuming this already stated before, especially on Discords as the news has traveled out, that this is kind of like Titans 2.0. Not so much that we're following the same exact thing with Titans, but a similar setup here. But it looks like the main thing about this is that it's content that requires you to record the highest possible damage while surviving for as long as possible within a limited number of turns against the giant boss. The semi-automatic battle method that allows you to set the attack sequence of your allies in advance and back up Astromon that are immediately deployed when an advanced party dies enables strategetic play and a skill combination and different from the existing boss type contents, which will make the battle more favorable. One individual boss is given to each clan member, and the boss's elements is fixed for each day of the week. So Monday dark, Tuesday fire. As we go through that, I'm assuming that this is only during the weekday, which is cool. And unlike region defense battles, dimension defense does not have a set truce time, so you can participate for a limited number of times at any time during the day. I think that's awesome. In addition to reduce the fatigue of masters due to the addition of new content, the speed function will be added to region and dimension defense battles. So that is super duper cool. And we also see here that by playing the dimension defense, masters can also acquire the new 5-star Astromon Zeus. So this is obviously just a very similar setup to as we've seen with Titans and also the Lupin dungeon, but this one seems to be more about survival. And also damage at the same time, which I kind of feel like maybe Titans is the same thing, or am I just reading this wrong and it's purely just about you staying long enough to just survive the limited number of turns. That may be it. We'll just have to see how things go, but it looks like there's like maybe like SP bars down here so we can see all of our Astromon, which is pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen that before, but we'll have to wait and see if it's worth doing outside of the Zeus Soul Stones. But moving forward though, new Astromon Zeus, that is a very flattering photo. I'm not sure how I feel about this. It's just a picture of him. But we've already seen some in-game renders of him as well. There's no skill information for him, and he is slightly weakened state due to the Apophis interference, but when he recovers his strength through skill enhancement, he regains his power back. Obviously, this is probably just the Evo 1 form, so I'm assuming there's going to be light and dark Zeus, but I could be wrong because Zeus should technically only be light, but this is MSL, and I'm surprised Zeus didn't come out to be a baby girl instead. But, you know, I wouldn't be surprised also if they didn't slide a skin in there for him in the future. The next up is a spring event, Super Evolution Festival, and special Guardian Dungeon event for the Astromon Hannah. So if you don't have any Hannahs, it's a free way to pick up some more fodders to help Evo 3 your wood Hannahs out there, / your dark ones, / your light ones, because those are the three that are the biggest impactful ones, at least in my opinion. And that is literally it. I mean, yeah, that's literally it. So we're getting the Dimension Defense, which it didn't say, but it's obviously coming probably later at the end of this month, as it always does. Then there'll also be the Zeus, so stay tuned for the Zeus review at the end of this month. Also do want to point out that the whole truffle capture event has begun now. So if you guys haven't checked out Odin's video, which I will slide a screenshot of his recent video kind of explaining what you should be going for towards the shop, then feel free to check that out here. Obviously I would say kind of prioritizing getting the gleams first, because gleams roll over every single week. Gold and stuff like that, yes, you need it, but you will always need that until you get to my level. So prioritize the things that are kind of hard to get first, and then you'll find at the end of it that you'll just have an excessive amount of points. Also, there is the shameless plug for me with the whole truffle reviews. And in terms of Venuses, it's up to you if you want to Evo 3 your light Venus in the future using gleams, because I do believe we can get a total of 4, so 2 light and dark Venuses each. But if you want to be a smiley face gaming player, you're going to take your Dark Venuses and try and get those baby girls at Evo 2. And if you're feeling froggy, I mean, you could always use the World Boss Claims to get them to Evo 3 in the future. But do keep note here that Evo 2 Venus, Evo 2 Dark Venus, shall I clarify, is definitely usable in Titans. Is it optimal? No. But Evo 2 Dark Venus is way better than Evo 0 No Venus. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave your comments below about your whole thoughts on the Dimension Defense, of how that's going to act. Hopefully there's some spicy gem rewards up in there, but I won't hold my breath because I believe Titans in general kind of needs like a gem rehaul or something added to the effect of the Dimension Dungeon. Not Dimension Dungeon, but Dimension Defense, where we can acquire Astromon or something from it, even if it's just like shards for a Nat 5 egg, because of the amount of time that players have to invest in and the amount of resources that goes to Titans. It's kind of laughable when you can do PvP, especially for like the Champions League, and walk out with like double, if not almost triple the amount of Astro Gems that you get, depending on your rank. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.